Another program control instruction we are going to see is subroutine. So generally subroutine is mean to sub pages, right? So here you can see the program files. In the program files, can you see sys0, sys1, lad2? That means these two are the pages which is used by the system, I mean for software usage. And this is the place, this LAD2, that means ladder logic 2. This is the main page, right? This is the first page in our project. The project name is test 11. In this project, this is the first page. And we are writing a program over here. Suppose we are going to write some function in some different page. So take one different page by clicking program files, right click, new. So when you click on new, it will take the default number as 3. Why it is taking 3 means, can you see this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. Obviously the next one should be 3. And if you want, you can give the name. Okay. So I'll just give sub 2 or sub 1. This is a subroutine 1. So just click OK. So now the new page is created. Ladder logic 3 hyphen sub 1. This is the name I have given. You can give some the name which will be easily identified. Like for example, in this page you are going to do some scaling function, means you can rename this page as scaling function. I'm going to do like scale, like that. You can give the name, right? Now this is the main page. So whenever you are going for the runtime, this is the page which will be scanned first, right? So how can program will scan the ladder logic 3? This page, how it will scan? How we can give the reference to the main page? So how many pages you are using, you should give reference to go to this new page, right? You may write a program over here also. You need to give reference from the main page. So that reference you can give by using the subroutine instruction. You need to use jump to subroutine instruction so that you can make the project to read this page also, right? So let's see how to use that. I'm going to use the same program. You are having motors over here. So I'll just change. Let's change the input to 1, right? And this be 2. Fine. So when I click on this HW2, it should call the sub page, right? So for that, this is the instruction. Just click jump to subroutine JSR. So if you click on that, it is asking the file number. Okay. The file number should be U colon. And what is the name over here? 3. This is the number you should give, right? So I'm giving 3. Fine. So this is a way to use the subroutine instruction. Why I have given 3 here means this is a third page. This is the LAD3. So suppose if you are using one more sub pages, mean that will be 4. So if you want to jump to that page, you need to give U colon 4. Fine. So now you are using subroutine, that will be jump to the new page, this page. So whenever you are pressing this SW2, it will jump to this page and it will perform whatever function you have written over here. So just take some rung over here. Take some rung. Fine. So this is a sub page, right? So you should start with the instruction label. This is the label you should use, subroutine label. So by introducing this, we can get the reference that this is a sub page. It is getting reference from the main page, like that. You need to use this. After that, you can use your normal function. Like you may turn on input, and you can turn on a timer from that, and also you can use branches to turn on according to your requirement. Like here you may have some functions, right? Here you may have some program. So I'll use some address over here. And this is the timer address I'm giving. And the preset is just 10, right? One more output I'm connecting here. And here I'll get timers done bit to turn on one more output. That's DN, and one more output you are connecting here. You are turning on fan and lamp in this page, right? So once your function is done, whatever program you have written is done, you need to use return function here. This is the format to use the subroutine, okay? This is the return function you need to use in the last run, right? Check for errors. In this page also, in your main page also, check for errors. So there is no error in both the pages. Just go online. Run. Now turn on your inputs, whatever you are having, it will be normally turn on. Turn on this, it will be on, right? I'm not going to turn on this subroutine. Just go to your scale page. Now turn on your I:0/7. Your timer is not running. Your fan, lamp, everything is in a off condition, right? So timer is getting a pulse, but it is not running. Why? Because in the main page, I have not called this page. Now we need to call this page, then only it will be functioning. Yet it will not under the scan. Okay. Once you call this by toggling, just check. Now your timer is started running. So if you are not calling your sub page, then it will not run. Now see, everything is happening. So if you turn off, everything will be off. Again, if you want to turn on, you can on. It will be happening from the beginning because your page is already in a on. This is on. Suppose if you turn off, just turn off and check. Your timer is stopped at 9. Your lamp is still in off condition because done bit is not yet came. This is on because this is on. Okay. If I turn off this, can you see nothing is happening here? Because the page is not called. So if the page is not called, you cannot able to turn on or you cannot able to turn off. Fan is already in an on condition, right? You cannot able to turn off now. Even though your input condition is off, your fan is not in off condition. So if you call it again, it will update. Can you see? Accumulator value back to 0 and your fan is also off. So this is the working of subroutine. So 3 blocks you need to use here. One is jump to subroutine in your main page and subroutine label in the first run and return in the last run. Got it? This is the format. And even if you want, you can introduce one more subpage also. So I'll show you that. Just create one more subpage and just give the name as math. Okay, I'm giving the math. And here we have done some timing function. No, just change the name to timer, right? So in the 4th page, I'm going to use some math block, right? So get the rung first, get rung, introduce some math block. You are going to do some addition or subtraction, okay? So just give one different output, different input first and take n7 colon 0 here. Let it be some constant, and this should be address, right? So this is the math function I'm going to do. Since it is a sub page, I need to give the subroutine label, and also subroutine label is here, and in the second rung you need to use the return function, right? Click on that, take a return function, return, right? And in the main page I should call the particular subroutine page. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to introduce a new rung. In this rung, I'm going to jump to subroutine. I'll just copy one input contact here and let it be some new address, switch 3 or switch 4, right? So when I press the switch 4, I need to jump to the new sub page. What is the address of the new sub page? The number is 4, right? So just type u colon 4. That's it. Fine. So this is a format to use the subroutine. It should be the proper number. Which subroutine you want to go, that number you need to give. Suppose I have interchanged this to 4 and this to 3. So now if I press switch 2, it will go to the 4th page. If I press switch 3, it will go to the 3rd page, right? Just check. See, I am turning on this. Go to your 4th page. Just give random number here and turn on this. Your function is happening, right? Same. Turn off this. Now you change some value here. Let it be 100. Now your function is not happening. 100 plus 6 is 106, but still it is not updated even though your input is in on condition. Again, if you want to update, check here, go to math block. Now it is 106, right? And same for timer also. Turn on this first. Now your timer will be running, right? So this is a way to use the subroutine in RS Logic 500. So after 10 seconds, your lamp will be on. And what function you are going to write is depends upon your project application. Sometimes you can take a complete page to do the scaling, or some comparator functions, or some PID functions like that. You can take some separate page for separate function, right? So everything we cannot put in a math main menu, main page itself, right? So you can use some sub pages for them, some particular functions, right?